So I'm going to do a little update today on my guitar practice. It's been about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks since I did a little video. I haven't had time to get a lot of practice in because we are midst coronavirus lockdown, and as much as I think most people I know are having a lot more time on their hands, I seem to have a lot less. Taking on the role of teacher and obviously full-time parent now. Which I've always been a full-time parent, but as in they're at home 24/7. Also trying to keep my businesses up and running, bits of admin and things like that. But yeah, super busy. So my practice time has been a little bit rubbish, but I've done a little bit. So first of all, I was practicing Sunny Road by Miliana Torini last time, and that, I think that's got a little bit better. So let's see. No, good start. That's because it's there. I'm still not very familiar with the neck. It's like, I think, do you know, it's just occurred to me, it's these little things. We've got dots. Brilliant, isn't it? So I'm a double bass player, as most of you probably already know. We don't get dots, we don't get lines. So this thing's got dots and lines, which is great. Didn't realise the dots, so I need to be on this dot here to start this tune. Now I know. Dot. Okay. So I think what I'm struggling with the most is getting the right finger on the right string. I don't know if this comes with muscle memory, and also this hand. I think it's doing the both at the same time. I remember having the same issue when I was learning piano as a kid. So I got this hand going and I got this hand going, but when you put them both together, it's a bit like brain explodes out the window. I'm also going to try singing at some point with it. This is actually a singy tune, but I can see this is going to be a long process. If I apply the same rules as I do with the bass, the idea is be totally confident in what you're doing with your hands, then you add the vocal. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a while. Probably mostly because I keep picking really complicated songs. I feel a bit like a frustrated musician on the guitar because my head can play music. I understand music. I know what I want to play. If I was on a piano or I was on a bass, I would be like, yeah, this is great, I can play this, it's these chords, wicked, that tune. I play by ear pretty well as well. I've learned this one by ear specifically, so the fingering might be wrong, but I've tried to use the technique that Jim taught me and saying, you know, you want to like find the easiest way to play something. There's numerous ways of making each sound, and you've got to try and find the easiest or the most sort of like fluid way of playing something. So I've applied that theory to this and I've worked it out by ear. So I'm going to give it another go, see if I can make it better. But it's finding the strings and getting your hands in the right places. Patting your head, I can do the, you know, that's really easy. This isn't, it's just ridiculous. Because it's not just patting your head and rubbing something, that's 2 hands, isn't it? This is like 5 fingers, 2 hands and all that, yeah. So I took a little break to tune my guitar for this. It was a little bit wavery, and while I was tuning my guitar, I realised that I'd actually detuned it. The simple reason is for the next song that I've been learning, but we'll do that in a minute. So I'm just going to do one more go at this Sunny Road thing. something like that. It's see, I'm really struggling with getting this hand right and not muting strings that I need to. So when I'm doing this chord here, I'm doing. I'm not sure actually what that bit goes like, to be fair. I am doing it by ear. Anyway, so that's how far I'm getting with that one. It's still a real work in progress. It's very fiddly, lots of left hand changes. So the detuning part was for this other tune I've been learning. Now this guitar isn't now detuned, so it's but the original version is played on an acoustic guitar, and it's tuned down, an E is tuned down to an E flat, which is what I did, but I'm going to leave it in E because otherwise it's going to take a little bit of a while to tune. Anyway, the actual technique though, the song's More Than Words by Extreme, and it's a beautiful song. So this is how far I've got with it so far. Oh, there's the slappy thing, which I was doing a flat hand, and then realised going from a flat hand to this doesn't work. So you kind of have to use almost where your hand's going to land. I know it's painful to watch, isn't it? It's like, it's painful to do. It drives me bonkers. Because I'm like, I should be better than this. I know where it goes like my fingers aren't doing it. No! D is my nemesis. And then I've worked out that it goes to E minor here. I don't know what the rhythm, the pattern is, but... And then to a C. No. And I think it's to a D, and that's as far as I've got with that one so far. So I've been learning it from a video. I always try and use my ear, so I'm pretty sure it goes to E minor, C, and then it's D. Or it might even be E. No, it's not E. No. How easy. Don't play the E string, do I? I just play that. It will be too. Then it's gonna be G. Show me how you feel. Could be right. More than words is D. No, that is my nemesis. Told you. All you have to do, and then it goes to a funny chord. Is it an F? No, it's definitely not an F. Anyway, I don't know what that one is yet. I haven't done it. If I was on a bass or something else, I'd probably work it out. So, like, if it was a bass. Figure it out now. My brain's done. I can't remember how the beginning of the tune goes. Anyway, this is what happens when you're trying to learn something. You just, I don't know if anybody of the musicians get this, but you just kind of get somewhere and then you just go, oh, what was I doing? What's my name? What's the name of the song? No idea. On the upside, Cranberries. He's going a lot better. Abandoned that for the time being. Anyway, if you want to see that, look at the other video. Do that next time. Anyone who's a bass player trying to get used to this string, evil. Stupid string. It's like fourth, 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 third, fourth. Why? I'm assuming it's to do with chord shapes and stuff to make it easier, but still. If anybody's learning along with me, stick a video in the comments to let me see how you're doing as well. Would love to see it. Please do, if you haven't already, subscribe to the video. Give me a thumbs up. Just click it just down there. Give it a little click. And leave any comments, you know, well interested in what's going on with you guys, and I'll reply to everything. So cool. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you again next time.